I wanted to make this video because I'm currently using a Pidzoom horn. I can't remember exactly what model this is. Let me get the manual. Okay, so this is the Pidzoom finger horn model FH30. And I use this thing all the time. I highly recommend this to anybody that needs a horn for their PEV, for riding in traffic, or even just riding on trails just to let people know you're coming. But anyway, I use this horn all the time, and I've used the battery up in the controller here. This is the actual horn, and this thing is charged by USB-C. If this battery starts to wear out, you just charge it, okay? But what I noticed was that with this one, I was hitting the horn and it wasn't going off every time I pressed the button. So I wasn't sure what was going on. I looked at the light and noticed, because there are lights that show from these different icons, and I noticed that they were dim. So it's time to change the battery in this controller here. But I couldn't find any instructions on how to do so. There's nothing in this manual that goes over changing the battery in this horn, so that's no good. I looked online, couldn't find any videos, so I decided I'm gonna make my own video here. So this is what this video is about, is how to change the battery on one of these Pidzoom controllers for a finger horn. Let's do it. All right, so in this horn, you have these little cutouts here. I don't know if you guys can see that. May have to zoom in possibly, but you have these little cutouts here, and they're on both sides. So this is where you will have to stick something like a screwdriver. I use this little small one to push in and then lift. So you got to separate these two. It's hard to do behind the camera. Oh, came apart here. So yeah. So you do that, and then that separates the top from the bottom. And again, this is what you're pushing in on these little two tabs. Next, you have two screws here, one here, one here. And you have to, excuse me, you have to remove those screws in order to get to the battery. Seems a little bit extra, but hey, whatever. The horn works good. I'm happy with it. So I don't mind doing a little extra. So, all right, one screw out. Don't lose it. See if I can try to not block the light here. All right. All right, second screw out. Put these here so we don't lose them. And now you can just pull this circuit board away from the base here. So now you got to get the battery out. So what you see is you got this little end point here, this little, where is it? That on that side. You got this on this side. You have this on this side. So the battery has to come out from this side. It's pretty obvious. So what I do is now use a screwdriver to push this old battery down. Push it from that side. It kind of gets tight there. There we go. All right, but we got the old battery out. That's trash. Let's get the new battery in. Now, Pidzoom, the kit I've got, came with 2 controllers and some extra batteries. So now on here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a plus, meaning that the positive side of the battery needs to be at the top. So now we're gonna put the positive side up, and then we're gonna slide that in. Here. All right, let's go ahead and slide that in. And now it is in place. So now we're just doing the reverse, putting it back into the base. Okay, tricky part is just remembering what is up and what is down, because you have a lock and an unlock, and you don't want to switch them up if possible. So let's try to get these screws in here. I think I got that one in. Okay, we get that one threaded. Let's get the other one in. Oops. These screws are small, so that's the annoying part. Ah, Jesus. All right, so we got them both threaded. Let's tighten them down. All right, that one's tightened. This one's tightened. No need to over tighten them. All right, so now let's go ahead and test it out before we put the face on, so we can make sure we put the face on the right direction. So, that thing is loud. So, yep, horn works. Let's see which one is the lock. That is the unlock. Oh no, that was the lock, because it let you know that you set the alarm, and then it gave you the second response. So the unlock should be up top. Yes, that was the unlock. So we know that this is how it goes on, because this is the unlock button, this is the lock button. So now we can just slap this face back on, and it should just snap on. And then we're ready to go. Every time I press it, it goes off. Now I have the second controller that came with it, and then I actually couldn't figure out how to switch the battery, so I just went to my second controller. And let me show you, I think that one's battery is dead as well. So here's my second controller. You see, this is what it was doing. I was hitting the button, and periodically it would go off, but not every time I press the button. So that's a good indicator that the battery is dying in your Pidzoom controller. I hope this helped you guys. It's something I had to figure out on my own, but it wasn't too difficult. But at the same time, I didn't want to break anything. But have a good day. Thanks for watching.